Alright, so let's go on ahead and start things off today by taking care of the Howling Eye on hard, because I actually have to do that in order to get through the rest of the main scenarios for a Realm Reborn stuff. So I didn't know that was a requirement. The only thing I thought that was a requirement that got added was all the Crystal Tower stuff. I don't know if this was a requirement before or not, so yeah. 'Cause I think I took care of them when I was going through this for the first time on my main back when I started 2 years ago. Alright. Do I have anything to repair? I don't think so. And, oh yeah, I actually figured out the glam system. Oh wait, I can't apply glamour plates here? What? Huh. Okay. But I made a glamour plate so that I'd always have this ninja gear handy. Alright, so yeah, once I take care of Garuda and then take care of Titan on hard, I should be able to continue with good intentions. I just found that weird. Hey, look at that! And I'm not going to be advancing any more Crystal Tower stuff for right now because I think the quests are going to actually take me into the first of the 3 raids. So basically, once I come to a point where I actually have to do Crystal Tower stuff, we'll continue doing that. I kind of want to see this. This is a very good song. Kind of why I want to actually watch this. So I know for a fact I'm not going to be able to pay attention to the music while I'm doing combat. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, get the blooms! Kill the plumes! Beautiful. Ow! Ow! Oh god, I am almost dead. Heal me, please! Alright, I've got these guys I gotta take out. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh, dead. I thought I got stunned, but no. Alright. I have a feeling this is gonna be kind of a wipe, so I'm anticipating a second fight. I'm gonna see what I got in terms of tombstones. Not bad. I'm pretty okay going into the next expansion with this type of gear. Yay! Did it! Alright. Pair of Garuda's plumes. Oh my god, I need these. I actually got the weapon to drop. Please let me have it. I can't believe they actually dropped. Rogue weapons actually dropped. Please, nobody else hit need. Yeah! Victory! I got the knives. All right, now I can actually do this one. Did I get any experience from that? Or did I? Doesn't look like I did. No. Okay. In Outer Lanasca. Off I go. Attune myself to the Aetheryte. I'll accept the, I'll queue up. And we'll go from there. Alright, if only it were so easy to go straight ahead, but I actually have to take the long way around. I just got a Discord notification. In a Titan spot. Yay. Clear selection, do the naval, and go. Alright, since I don't need to stick around, I'm actually going to teleport back to Limsa Lamensa. I want to see if I can get a promotion within my grand company. And it feels like I'm about to sneeze. Alright, at Castle. I will get this promotion, and then I will, for the YouTube VOD, I will cut until I get into the queue. Well, until the queue pops. Wait, I don't want you. I actually want a quartermaster. Wait, do I want the quartermaster? No, I want the personnel officer. Apply for a promotion. I have enough. I am now second class private. Alright. Alright, YouTube, I will see you guys in a few minutes.
6.5 hours later.
Alright, YouTube, I kind of got bored waiting. Never mind. I had to open my mouth. Alright, well, looks like I'll be going in there as soon as I'm done in the naval. Hard. Also, out of context, that seems kind of lewd. Alright, let's go. Get far away to the edge. All right, get far away again. We have 2 ninjas. Cool. Alright. Want to stay away from the first one. Okay. Heal up. Granite. Break his heart. There we are. I think I used it a little too far away. God. Do that for a little safety. Move away. Run. Thank you. Yeah, got it. Didn't even die. I've had a little practice on this encounter on my main, actually. Through random, through the duty roulette, actually. Alright, what is it? Arcanist Grimoire. Nah. Give it to the healer. Hey, I got a commendation. Very nice. Alright, now that that's taken care of, yeah, I suppose I can just, unlock it. Now I can actually get in without too much trouble. Excuse me. Alright. Once the crystal tower pops up, I will head back. Crystal tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, you're the only one of our number who has ever crossed this threshold. I ask that you take the lead for the present. Here are the guards. Alright, so who gets the honors of breaking the barriers? I say, the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Lucky for us that it is. One might otherwise stroll past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental defenses which prompted our lengthy preparations. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 yalms of the tower's inner reaches. Yep. Pretty impenetrable to me. No matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal fangs we took for such pains to craft should spare us the inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one? Quite right. I made the damn things. It's my job to see that they work. I forgot it was that violent looking. Jeez. Success! I, for one, am convinced. Friends, ready your fangs! Biggs gets the blue one. Graha gets the green. Let me guess, I get the last one. Last one is yours, old friend. It seemed only right. I like how they don't resize themselves based on the person using them. Alright, that's all of them. Let's get to the front of the... Let's get to the entrance. We did it! So much for the outer defenses! Indeed, the entrance to the tower is near at hand. My blood fairly sings with anticipation. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while Throat and a hand-picked party of his adventuring companions enter the tower. Wait, without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. We did, and we will, but our investigation must proceed at a more measured pace. If the outside of the place is well defended, can you imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Throat here fits the description better than anyone I know. It's not as if we shall be idle in his absence. Throat and his companions are risking life and limb to beat us a path to the tower. We can set about analyzing the rubble for evidence of how its technologies function. Your knowledge of ancient lore will be invaluable in that endeavor, historian Grahatia. Do you ever tire of being right, old man? It seems I won't be accompanying you. Allow me to at least provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancients. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the place of hostile elements. When you're reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via League Shell and we shall join you post-haste, no matter what Master Garland says. Though we would prefer if any relics you encounter remained intact. We have leave to do whatever is necessary to secure ingress to the upper levels. Fortune be with you. There it is. Labyrinth of the Ancients is now accessible. Let me see what's up here. Oh, and duties for alliances. The duty is designed to be undertaken by an alliance, a squad of 24 adventurers formed of 3 full parties. This battle composition is reserved for large-scale duties only. Alright, basically special instructions. Alright, well now that I've gotten that out of the way, back to Revenant's Soul, see if I can actually get into the dang, see if I can actually continue with the story. Wait, don't want to go that way. Inside! And that's the first half hour of the stream. Alright, I can actually select it. Let's continue, shall we? I am most eager to address the Ascian threat. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last Primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. To think that the resolution of the Primal threat was once the sole priority of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget, Antecedent, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. Were not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason? True, we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. Throat in particular is ever a steadying hand who I trust will continue to support the Braves. Of course. To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Ul'dah? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest-ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice it to say, Teleji Adeleji and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with the ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Raubon needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I'm to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it would be best if I were to remain in Ul'dah, unless you have an objection? None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Mombrida's research is proceeding as planned? So she tells me, though I'm not familiar with the details. Urianger is poring over his tomes at the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it's only a matter of time. Throat, while we focus on that task, mayhap you could assist Alphino and his Braves with theirs? It would do so much to restore faith in the immortal flames that the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound to organizations and nations cannot. Oh, fine. I have a feeling this is going to bite me in the butt in one of these days. Alright. Let us continue. I shall head to Ul'dah. More politics! I'm a warrior of light, not a politician. Alright, I gotta speak to Real. Got it. Pleasure as always. You'll be escorting the commander to Ul'dah, I take it. Actually, I had another task in mind. It would be so kind as to repeat a report for his benefit. Right then. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons what found their ways into the refugees' hands a ways back. So happens we caught wind of something promising. Rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. I doubt this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer for his transactions to remain a secret. Brings to mind that merchant what caught Nero while talking to Throat, don't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that these clients have the same mischief in mind, but if you want to be sure, might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods, savvy? Oh, that was something in one of the mugs on my desk. Seizing weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as the clients. What say you, Throat? I mean, I stealth. That'll help. I hope. Be able to catch him really off guard. Alright, off to Highbridge then. Camp Drive on. I hear more thundering outside. Oi! My scouts have been keeping a close eye on the black marketeer, and it would seem that his guests have arrived. It would also seem that he's hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs of no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a man of your standing, and Commander Levier needn't have dispatched you hither. But powerful men have ever need of loyal, able-bodied friends, having found one in you, 'tis only natural that he would come to rely upon you without hesitation. Yeah. Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. First unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me. Oh, we're going over here. I spy one man, but there are sure to be others. I have a plan. While you approach the sentry and create a distraction, my men and I will slip patch and catch the black marketeer unawares. Okay. Hey, guy, you want to get your ankle shanked? I'll take that as a yes! Oh, no, you don't. And there you go. Oh, another one! Got him. Is that it? Cool. Oh, nice unintentional music for it. A fate had to go on in the middle of it. But it's good music anyway. And now I wait. I don't understand. What is this all about? Ah! A disturbance. Oh, hello. Ilbert, you didn't, did you? As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out, but before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. Well, at least you didn't. Damn it all. Golden opportunity wasted. As for the clients, though we know not how, they slip past our perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking a party of dusk-white sellswords we suspect may be them. Alright. So the trail grows cold yet again. I'll join the first in their hunt for the dust-white sellswords. If the gods are good, we'll catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask that you deliver these weapons to Ul'dah in my stead. Alright. Alright, to Ul'dah. I gotta go probably to the Weaver's Guild so I can get there. Or the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Nope, I want that. Hey, Yu. Here's crate. Thud. Oh. My Warrior of Light apparently has strength beyond anyone's reckoning because I was carrying that giant crate with me. And then I just plopped it down. A little bit of infighting, I guess. And how quick of him to disparage Real's information like that. Excellent work as always. Rest assured the Immortal Flames will hear about your contribution. Until we meet again. Hey, why don't I go with you? Help turn him in. A word, if you please. Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time, don't you worry. And then Real pops up. Something's happening. Hey, want to see me? Thanks for indulging my request. Few places better than the market for privacy, and I find all the hustle and the bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. At the Burnham Wall, when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything. Leave no detail out. It's not quite how the first told it. Those dust wights they were chasing. Latest word is that we lost the trail, but you never saw him yourself? Not before the fight started and not after? Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in my bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boasts or information. Our information was reliable, goddammit. I know he purchased those weapons. As if I ever deciphered a moneylender's books or had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started, believe me. This commander wanted assurances that we weren't taking gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, these days the money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest of new toys. Note this was supposed to happen over a span of months when it was initially coming out, but if you're doing it in the span of like a few hours, it kind of feels weird when you see those types of lines being read. Forgive me, friend. I have a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, best get back to it. Can you hear me? It's Tataru. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come see me as soon as you're able. Oh, okay. Alright. I got nothing else, so let's go back to the Rising Stones. Thank you for coming so quickly. We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most, determined lady by all indicators. Okay. The Rising Chorus. Our guest is with the antecedent of the solar at the present. Let's not keep him waiting. Oh, Lucia, how you doing? Good of you to join us. We have much to discuss. Okay.
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. I believe the two of you have met.
We have. How you doing?
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander LABYRINTH as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
Oh. Okay.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Oh, Moonbrita.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragonstar burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers. Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragonstar is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
Ooh.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald, only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Garlean fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Oh, so that's what that thing
Ariange
is.
has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragonstar portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life. Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgard Soma had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgard Soma.
Could it have been
Only by
Bahamut?
directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept?
I smell a dungeon!
We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
War with dragons.
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Signs point to war. And this is all stuff that is leading up to Heaven's Ward, of course. As Ariange stated, what we now call the Keeper of the Lake is the wreckage of the Agrius, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius van Baelsar attempted to seize control of Mordona, so massive was his force that all thought victory was a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day. Midgard Somor, legendary guardian of Silvertear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against Garlean airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of Silvertear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging the Agrius. In the ensuing battle, the flagship's cerulean engines failed and tumbled into the lake below, yet this victory came at a great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. That same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing the ether for malms around. Yet a remnant of the lake remains at its center a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Emric's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Be careful, my friend. We know not what dangers await you within. Now then, let's not neglect our own tasks. There's much to be done and precious little time to do it. Alright, let's hop to it then. See you later, Lucia. Lower back's been bothering me a little bit. Speak with the Dome and watch him, Mordona. Excuse me. Off I go then. Oh, down here. Maybe? Nope, over here. You're in luck, sir. I was about to send word to Revenant's Toll about the Garleans. Of late, I've seen small airships, likely from Castrum Sentry, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain at this distance, I believe they might be salvaging something from the wreckage. Castrum supply lines have been cut for some time, and I'd wager they're desperately in need of spare parts for other equipment. So it's true then. The Asgardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again? Well, from here, that seems rather unlikely, but if it's assurances they want, you've no choice but to inspect the corpse of it in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creatures which inhabit the wreckage and aforementioned Garleans who won't take kindly to your presence. They're sure to fire upon the airship, so I'd advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of the Agrius, then climb to the top. That's the only viable approach, I say. Keeper of the Lake, now accessible. Alright. New duty! Oh, and the fog cleared up. There it is, in all its splendor. Alright, let's go on ahead and queue up then. Clear selection. Check that. Average item level 90! Alright. And while that's going on, I'm actually going to be right back so I can check on some windows upstairs because of the rain. And for the YouTube version of this VOD, I'm going to cut back in when the queue pops. So, yeah. See you guys in a little bit.
A few moments later.
Hey, look at that. It's all set up. I almost timed that perfectly. Alright. Another dungeon. I think this is actually going to be the last one we do before Heaven's Word. Because I think there's, yeah, because after this, I think there's 2 more trials that are going to happen. Here it is. The Keeper of the Lake. Oops. That's what I meant to do. Let's keep going. Ooh, that is a interesting looking thing. There we go. Stun yourself for a little while. Nice. Alright, here's the first encounter. Einhander, otherwise known as a one-hander. Alright, we gotta make sure these ceruleum tanks stay knocked away. And I think the main ones aren't able to be knocked back, so we gotta keep any attacks out of the way. Like that. Make sure they don't get set on fire. Oh god. Get them away. Ow. Whew, that was close. Of maiming? I can't use those. Alright, I'm at 516 on that. I'm surprised the power in this place works. What keeps hitting me? Oh, this guy! Oh, the tank died. No wonder. I thought I had a damage over time effect on myself. Nope. Tank died and I was getting all the aggro, apparently. Oops. Nice. Nice. Meaty crit. Second boss, second boss. Magitech gunship. Oh God. All right. Nice bit of fire to help fan the flames of war. Oh god, oh god! Okay. Alright. Do that to eat the damage and then go. Thank you. Oh god. Whew. Alright. What do we got here? Necklace of Aiming. Person. Alright. I've got a 110. And then, Headgear Maiming. Nope. Climbing up onto the corpse of the Dagrin. Ow. Cool. Made it through. There is something firing at us. Oh, of course. It's one of those things. Go. A little bit of doting up. All right, here we go. One of the most brilliant encounters, in any of the dungeons I've ever seen. Like, no joke, I like this encounter a lot.
Treadeth now upon my bones, and waketh me from slumber sweet. Thou hast forgotten the face of thy Lord. Remember, mortal, and fear me.
Let's do it. Facing Midgard Sommer himself, at least his spirit. very, very brilliant dance. I'm hurt. Nope. I actually managed to avoid that. Good. Oh god. Wrong one. Oh god, what? Oh, okay, one of these things. Oh god, move, move, move! Nice! And if you notice, all that damage we did to the Mirage Dragon here, transferred over to Midgard Somar. Which is why we weren't attacking the dragon himself. He's also invulnerable when one of these guys is up, so yeah. God. Don't. Now that we're facing this one, the attack patterns are different. There we go. Nice way to finish it. Oh, cool. Give it to you, and I'll pass. Let me see what it looks like. Ooh. Kinda looks like something a warrior or a dark knight would have on. Alright, cutscene.
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve. Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
They're saying a war is coming?
Guided by a star. My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn.
Oh no, that ain't good.
Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds.
Oh no.
We do not forget. We do not forgive.
Can't you just let it slide this one time?
7 children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution. I rise to join in the chorus.
But you're dead, man. How can you?
Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain.
Oh.
Thy reprieve is at an end.
What? How are you? You're still dead, man. Ah!
Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen.
Did you just insult me, man? That ain't cruel.
Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent.
So does that mean that you're dating now?
Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
Oh, thank you. Kinda glad you're not gonna kill me. Ow! Thought you said you weren't gonna harm me. Why do I have heartburn all of a sudden? Ow. Oh no, I'm back here.
And the crystals are getting burnt out. Yeah. That ain't good.
Oh.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker. Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine.
Oh, okay.
I did but strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing. Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more.
There's a bug right in the middle of my sight. Ah, flew away. Dang.
Oh, the tiny dragon. Hi, little buddy.
The covenant binds me to thee.
Oh, so you're my patron saint?
I shall watch, listen, and wait.
Oh, okay.
Fight and struggle, if it be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp. I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life. When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice. The dragon song heraldeth a beginning and an end.
So... we have a little dragon now? That fits our stature, I guess. You may summon Midgard Sommer by... what? By selecting the corresponding entry within your Minning guide and under character in the main menu. Oh! Oh yeah, that's right! Now we get Midgard Sommer. Father of Dragons, Keeper of the Lake, Bane of the 14th Legion. While it is difficult to believe the Yame Long Pup could be any of these things, he assures you his current form is only temporary while he awaits the reconstruction of his new corporeal vessel. Summon Midgard Sommer. Not the big one, the little one. Alright, so now we have a little dragon flying around. He's our little buddy for a while. I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? But you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alphino left a message stating you're to return to Rising Stones at once. Oh, okay. We have a little buddy now. A little dragon for a little person. For a little stabby potato. Hey, Alphino. I came as soon as Minfilia informed me of Sir Emmerich's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it? Then I would hear your report.
Sure. So, Dragon Song War is gonna happen.
Oops. Are we to understand that the Worm Lord did not perish and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Less a resurrection and more a rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. Those words were ambiguous at times. One statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. So yeah, war happening. War gonna happen. As for how we shall present our revelations to Sir Emmerich's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Okay. Is there something you're not telling us? You seem different somehow. 'Tis almost as if you're missing something important. What would give you that idea? 12 forbid, Midgard Sommer stripped you of your blessing of light. Are you alright? How do you feel? Kinda got a blessing of dragon now, I guess. Got a little buddy flying around me. I don't think you can see him, though. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgard Sommer made mention of a covenant, did he not? Yeah, I kinda have... I think it's his blessing instead of her blessing? Not his blessing, but Midgard Sommer's blessing. Well, if he's watching over you as you claimed, mayhap you have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter out to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. I mean, I think I still have the echo, but, yeah, or just her blessing in general. Oh, hi. We were just talking about you. Art thou a pawn, or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? Okay, bye.
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale.
Yeah, I did. I mean, he was just a corpse there wrapped around a ship.
I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature.
I thought she was flipping us off at first. That looked like a middle finger, not her index finger.
Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
You want me to help out with the defenses, or do you guys have this? No. Okay. I guess I'm gonna go lay down or something.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
As I think every single dragon and their mother are gonna be coming to assault us. The Ishgardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgard Sommer who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance and pray that our fears are unfounded. Ether on demand! Oh! Look at this! Ere I forget, I believe Moonbrita has a request for, requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there's been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Asians. Pray inform her that our business of the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. Okay. Have a feeling something bad's gonna be happening with them. Just, pointing that out. Okay, bye. All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Oh, good. From one thing to another, Warrior of Light's work is never done. Okay.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute. Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Oh, I was supposed to be writing stuff down? Ah, crap.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
You forgot, didn't you?
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source.
Another source?
And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? Aye, I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
Northern Thanalan?
May I suggest Northern Thanalan?
Ah,
there you will
I was
find
right.
corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Also, how the hell
Movement
did
has
you...
been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end, they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant.
Oh, good.
Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know
sure.
better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arceans will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Oh, are you concerned for your girlfriend?
Though you have become a crystal brave, you are yet a scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangrid and Papalimo shall accompany you. Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white aurosite.
Thank you, Arianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well.
Go well and be safe, blah, blah, blah. Alright, let's talk to Alphino and see what needs to be done. It would seem that events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation, though I wish it were otherwise. I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. Fourth, I've already deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Alright. Your duties take you to Northern Thanalan, do they not? We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a while. Finneman travels to Ul'dah, and we shall serve as her escort. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are at behest on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall. How extraordinary that my little ass Asilla is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I might now stand at her side not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections, but I fear that Ul'dah has become a place of danger even for one so familiar with her streets. Woe betide the blackguard that so much as glares in your direction, milady. Ah, hoary boulder. Shall we be on our way? Shall we be on our way then? Hoary boulder's pretty awesome. Let me guess, a bow? Oh, a nod. Ah, you learned from me, I guess. Learned from the best. Okay. Cerulean processing plant. Oh. Alright. So. I think after I'm done with this quest, I'm going to call it for the day. In here or up there? I think it's actually going to be up above. Oh! Midgarsomo's are on he's on my head. Oh no, it's down below. Oh, he's right there. Cool. Wait. I have a dragon on my head. Commander LaVere sent word that you'd be coming. A veteran of your talents is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Amalja. But returning to the task at hand. The Flames reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Raubon's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing: getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. Garleans could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with the Lieutenant Edelstein that we might coordinate with counter-strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you've arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings. Oh, okay. This is the end of the quest. Let's see. Let's share a report with you concerning the Garlean's movements. Okay. I guess I could do this one, maybe? Or maybe after I'm done in Northern Thadalin, I'll end things off. Ah, here you are. Glad to have you with us. As I'm sure the Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garleans have deployed a small force from Castrum Meridinium. Their main column assembles to the north near Dalamud's Talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. They wish you to rush forth and commit battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. Captain Olbert. Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bid you and your fellows to come lend a hand with the braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the Fourth should have little trouble contending with all the Garleans that might throw... What the Garleans might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The third was getting restless holed up in Ul'dah, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defenses and add their numbers to your counterattack. Oh, good. Well, you know, maybe I was wrong about the Crystal Braves. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yuhase. His scouts should have a rough idea of where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. Alright, let's go on ahead and get things started. Yeah. That kind of looks weird, so I'm just gonna despawn him for right now. Am I supposed to be up here? Or... Oh, no, it just wasn't loading for some reason. Pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our operations variably succeed when you're around, and victories are pave the road to greater coin. Okay. Weird that he would say that, but okay. I'll just shrug it off. Alright, they're dead. Let's get my Chocobo in to help out. And second squad down. Oops. Didn't mean to summon him. Might go on ahead and actually do something like that so I don't so that doesn't happen again. Yeah, let's withdraw you for right now. You seem grim, Scion. I'll take it that to mean that between us, more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to the castrum. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be happy, man, if I never had to tussle with another of those Magitech horrors. It's time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I'll contact the 4th and let the Lieutenant know that the West is now clear. Alright. Just a couple of groups of Imperials, and now we're done. What news of the Garleans? Took out the ones on the west. Alright. Ah, here we go. Ah, this will be a perfect endpoint. Actually, I know the endpoint. We're gonna keep going. Yeah, I know the exact endpoint I want to do. Ooh. He's got an axe. She's got an axe.
Hold on, I won't be a second. The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe.
Wow, she's tough.
I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me, an axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one. And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea.
Seems like her job is actually warrior instead of scholar.
And my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
He senses me. A useful talent.
Hanassian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan. Keeper of knowledge. Seeker of truth. Meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales.
Are you trying to hide the mutton chops on your face?
And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light. Oh, dear. Could it be that frail Hydaelyn has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken.
Oh, you could not be further from the truth.
Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiark's right hand.
Lord Zodiark doesn't have a right hand?
What did that bastard want with us?
Something bad's gonna happen at the Rising
Nabriales,
Stones.
he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet. Unconscious. But this staff... You say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff. Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
Bless you? Alright, let's head back to the Rising Stones then. Anything for you, tall lady. Let's head in. You're here. Wow, how'd you get here before me?
You two.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you.
Haha, get it?
The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain.
Hey, that's not your seat.
My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on.
Oh, so you're a lesser
But
Ascian.
I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
I think he just said that he's a lesser Ascian. He just insulted himself.
Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
Oh!
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals?
So that means we can use it to gather a whole bunch of ether to create a white auracite blade to stab you in the chest?
Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
You probably shouldn't say that to him right now.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
Oh.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Hey, guess what? This is where we're gonna end things off. Cliffhangers, yay! Alright, so, we'll deal with this business next time. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, YouTube, and take it easy. I'll see you later.